Mandara Resort Mirissa, or How I Learned to Despise False Advertising. Oh, my darlings, gather close, let me tell you a tale so tragic, so unbearably disappointing, that you may need to clutch your pearls, or at least your travel pillow in horror. Picture this, you, a weary traveller, may having spent hours scrolling through Mandara Resort's oh so deceptive Google Photos, dreaming of a luxurious Sri Lankan escape. The images whispered of white sand, sparkling pools and rooms fit for royalty. Lies, all lies. The grand arrival where the nightmare begins upon arrival, reality smacks you like a lukewarm buffet fish. The lobby. More like a guest house cosplaying as a resort. No grand entrance, just a sad little desk and a staircase that might as well be Mount Everest because, oh joy, no elevator. You hauling your luggage up 3 flights like some medieval peasant, while the staff watches with the enthusiasm of a sloth on sedatives. And the room, oh honey. The lagoon room, which, by the way, sounds so Instagrammable, is actually a sunlit prison. At 6 a.m. the curtains, if you can even call them that, surrender to the solar invasion, flooding the room with blinding light. They ray thinner than the resort's excuses, doing nothing to block out the sun. You might as well sleep outside. The sheets, scratchy relics from your great-grandmother's attic, they ray thick, suffocating, and smell faintly of regret. Yes, I spelled it wrong on purpose. This place doesn't deserve proper grammar. The food, if you dare call it that, breakfast. You specifically request an early meal before whale watching, but the staff bless their hearts must be been too busy not caring. You leave hungry, betrayed, and wondering if the chef is just a microwave in disguise. Dinner is a buffet of sorrow. The food sits there, limp, lukewarm, tasting like it was cooked last week and reheated with sadness. You poke at it hoping for a miracle, but the only edible thing is the pizza you eventually flee to eat elsewhere. The noise, or how sleep became a myth, midnight. You trying to sleep. But not somewhere in the distance, a wedding party has turned the resort into their personal rave. The bass shakes the walls, the lights flash like a deranged disco, and the hotel manager. Useless. We'll look into it, they say, as if looking magically stops noise pollution. Spoiler, it doesn't the small but oh so important betrayals, the towels. Stained, threadbare, and hung up like they want to offend you. The pool, green. Not the pretty green, the is this sewage. Green, the AC blanket, oh wait there isn't one, just a single torn blanket that looks like it survived a war. The bathroom, the shower doesn't drain. You stand ankle deep in your own regret and water. The Wi-Fi, gone like your hopes and dreams. The final insult, because of course there's more. You learn the shisha service, advertised so boldly, has 2 shishas for the entire resort. You wait like a peasant begging for crumbs, only for the waiter to close early cause why would they honor their own promises. The escape, and the lesson learned, by the time you flee this 4-star nightmare, laughable truly, you've learned one thing. Mandara Resort Mirissa is a masterclass in disappointment. The
businesses near Mandara Resort Mirissa, you know, they can be so tricky sometimes, like they smile at you, but then I saw this one tourist, right? She went to a little souvenir shop, you know, the ones all colorful and saying best price for you, madam. And they sold her this real silver bracelet for like crazy money. But guess what? 2 days later it turned green. Green like how? I bet she cried, probably threw it in the trash and felt so stupid. And the shop guy, still there, probably laughing, selling more fake stuff to the next person. Then there's this other thing, oh my god, the tuk-tuk drivers near Mandara Resort Mirissa. They ray like, oh I take you to Best Spice Garden, special price. But then they drive you to their cousin's fake shop where everything costs 10 times more. And you ray stuck because, like, how do you say no when you ray already there? The tourists buy some weird powder thinking it's magic cinnamon or something, and then poof, it's just dirt in a bag. I saw one couple arguing after, probably realizing they got scammed. The driver probably got his cut and just moved on to the next victim. And the gem shops, oh, the gem shops, they ray everywhere near Mandara Resort Mirissa. Authentic Sri Lankan sapphires, yeah right. This one guy showed me his certificate, all official looking, but then I looked it up in surprise. Fake. Like why do they do this? Some poor tourist probably bought a sapphire that's just blue glass, and now it's sitting in a drawer at home, worthless. The shop owner probably still there, smiling, waiting for the next person to trick. It's just sad, you know, like why can't people just be nice? Tourists come here to have fun, not to get cheated. And the worst part, nobody stops these guys, they just keep doing it over and over.
The reality of businesses near Mandara Resort Mirissa. The businesses near Mandara Resort Mirissa are a lesson in disappointment. If you're expecting quality, efficiency, or even basic professionalism, prepare to lower your standards. This isn't just about one or two bad apples, this is the norm. The area is plagued by overpriced mediocrity, chaotic service, and a blatant disregard for customer satisfaction. Let's start with the spas. The spas near Mandara Resort are a gamble at best, a scam at worst. Secret Root Spa, for example, looks beautiful, lush greenery, serene vibes, but the moment you lie down, the illusion shatters. Therapists rush through sessions, applying oil like they're painting a fence rather than working out muscle tension. Some guests report being outright violated, massages turning inappropriate without consent. Others describe therapists with long fingernails digging into their skin, or worse, massaging feet, and then touching their face without washing hands. The worst part, this isn't an isolated incident. Multiple reviews mention the same issues: lack of skill, lack of care, lack of basic hygiene. If you want relaxation, you're better off lying on the beach and letting the waves massage you. Now the restaurants. Oh, the restaurants. Salam Mirissa Resort is a masterclass in how to ruin a seaside dining experience. The setting is gorgeous, right on the beach, perfect for sunset views, but the moment you order, the nightmare begins. Prawns that may or may not contain actual prawn meat. Orders forgotten for hours while tables that arrived after you get served first. One guest with a nut allergy explicitly asked multiple times if their food contained nuts, only to end up in the hospital because the staff lied. Then there's the classic bait-and switch, advertised happy hour prices that mysteriously disappear when the bill arrives. It's not just bad service, it's borderline predatory. And then there's Shady Lane, a cafe that lives up to its name, shady in every sense. The concept is simple: you order, you wait, you question your life choices. Guests report waiting 40 minutes for a glass of water. Some never get their food at all. The staff, either invisible or openly hostile. One reviewer watched waitresses chat at the counter while ignoring their table for 30 minutes. Another found a hair in their avocado toast, asked for a remake, and waited another eternity. The worst part, the food isn't even worth the suffering. It's overpriced, average at best fare served with a side of indifference. Zephyr Salon rounds out this symphony of disappointment. A beachfront location wasted on bland, uninspired food and service slower than a Sri Lankan tortoise. Guests report waiting over an hour for meals, only to receive cold, tasteless dishes. Some suspect the seafood isn't fresh. Multiple cases of food poisoning back this up. The staff, either overwhelmed or outright dismissive. One group was told the kitchen was too busy despite the restaurant being empty. Another had to endure strangers hovering over their table because management couldn't control the crowd. So what's the verdict? The businesses near Mandara Resort Mirissa operate on a simple principle: exploit the tourists. They know you're here once, maybe twice, and they don't care if you